Well, welcome everybody. I'm back here. My name's Nate, ready for another Verbling class. I hope to see some of you joining again. This class is going to be a conversation class mainly, but we will have a little bit of opportunity to read and discuss what we read and discuss some pictures that we're going to look at. I just wanted to mention to everybody that we're trying to help spread the word about trying to spread the word about Verbling to everybody, and we'd like to encourage everybody to please share with your friends about Verbling, and so everybody can have an opportunity to learn English who would like one. Every time you share, you have a chance to earn reservations for classes, and so that's a wonderful way for you to earn free reservations and help us to spread this information so that we can help as many people as possible. We'll let premium subscribers go ahead and join the class now, and as soon as the first 2 minutes has expired, non-premium subscribers will be able to join. If you don't find a place in class, I'd like to invite you to follow along in the Verbling chat, and you can participate in the class that way also. Oh, hi Maria, how you doing? Hello Elizabeth, how are you?
Hello teacher, can you hear me?
I can hear you, thank you. It's nice to have you in class, thank you for joining.
Thanks teacher.
Thank you. I also see Maria, I see you coming in the chat. I hope you'll be able to join us. And here come some more people now. Just like to say welcome to everybody, and as the class fills up, we'll begin with some introductions and then we'll get right down to business. Wonderful. So Elizabeth, you've been following in Verbling chat for a while. You decided to join class finally, huh? I'm not hearing you, Elizabeth.
Okay.
There it goes, there it goes.
It's my name. I am shy. I don't participate in your class. It's my first time.
You're doing it well. Welcome. I hope you feel comfortable in class. I think I'm a pretty friendly person, and so you know, you just have to practice to get better. And I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining.
Thanks, teacher.
Well, it looks like our class is about ready to begin. Why don't we introduce ourselves to the class? And I just want to say before we begin, there are a couple items that we all can do to make class positive for everyone. First of all, if everyone can use earphones, that helps us to eliminate echo. And also, if you would mute your microphone when you're not speaking, then the background noise will be cut down to a minimum. And that's very, very helpful to keep class positive for everybody. Like I said before, this is a conversation type class, and so I want to encourage everybody to speak as the best they can. That's why we're here, and everybody's everybody's learning, and there's no problem if you make a mistake. And anytime at all you have a question, I think that's the number one important thing, is feel free to ask me. That's what I'm here for, is to help you. So feel free to ask me any question that you have at all. Okay? Well, why don't we begin? Andres, it's nice to have you in class. Would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Sure. My name is Andres. I am from Ecuador. This is in South America. I'm glad to be in this class and hope to learn new things.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you being here.
Thanks.
Elizabeth, it's your turn.
Hello, teacher. My name is Elizabeth Montoya. I living in Bogota, Colombia, and I happy with participate in your class.
Well, thank you so much. I'm happy to have you here too. Glad you're here. Gary, welcome back. Would you like to introduce yourself one more time? And he vanished. Okay. Hector, welcome.
Hey, well, I'm Hector. I'm from Dominican Republic, and I'm here to learn some more English that I know right now.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us from the
Okay.
Dominican Republic. Excellent. Mine, hello again, my friend.
Hi. Yes, hello again. We haven't seen each other for a while.
Yeah, it's been so long. Wow.
Yes.
That's just
Hi,
fine.
my
I'm
name-
happy to have you back.
Thank you. My name is Mine. I am from Turkey, and I try to improve my English. That is why I am here.
And you're
And
doing
you
the
are a
right
good
thing.
teacher.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind.
No, that is true.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Mido, it's your turn, friend.
Hi Nate, I enjoyed your lesson seconds before, and I am Muayyad, Mido for nickname, and I'm from Syria, living in Saudi Arabia, and I hope to improve my speaking. I need to improve that skill more than any other skills.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for joining again. Appreciate it. And Rene, welcome.
Hi, Nate. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you, Nate.
Thank you. It's good to see you too. Would you like to tell the class where you're from?
I'm from Venezuela, actually. I'd like to say hello to everybody, and I hope to learn some English just in this class and at the all class I attend to. We're going to talk about sport, right?
We are going to talk about sports traditions today. And
Okay.
so it should be interesting. It's something, I always try to think of a new topic, and so we are going to talk about sports traditions. Yeah.
That's good. Let's get some ideas about that. I'm gonna try to be productive with this class.
Excellent. I think that's a wonderful goal for everybody, and I would just suggest that the way to be most productive is don't be afraid to participate, and everybody will have a chance to read tonight and also to join in the conversation. So it seems like we have a lot of people jumping in and out. If you do come in, please just make sure that you follow the class guidelines of muting your microphone when you're not speaking, and that way we can keep a lot of the background noise to a minimum. Okay, so let's get started with our conversation part of class, and I'd like to talk about what is a tradition. I'm gonna be using the Verbaling chat quite a bit tonight to give you some ideas. You can write down words that you'd like to learn. How would you describe a tradition to somebody? What is tradition?
Tradition is like you do the same thing over and over and again for years, for maybe centuries.
Okay. Who does it? Is there a difference between repetition and tradition?
Yeah, it's different. Repetition is like a competition. You have a revolve, and you can it's not run, maybe it's not the right word.
Yeah, I don't. Let's see. Wonder if I used the word repetition in a sentence. I said, with repetition, you can memorize anything.
Like make again the same thing again, again.
Yes, repetition comes from the root repeat, doesn't it? To do over and over. Okay. So it is true that in a tradition there is a lot of repetition, but what makes something a tradition? Does anyone else have any ideas on that? How does something become repetition? I'm sorry. How does something become considered a tradition? Elizabeth wrote the word cultural. What do you mean by that, Elizabeth?
I think it's a cultural repetition, you know, because people in a part in a country to do same things every time.
Very good. Yeah, I think that's excellent. Um, Everybody in the same area or the same culture does the same thing every time, and so that makes it a tradition. Does anyone
Like
have?
customize.
Something that is transmitted from generation to another generation.
Oh, that can be also very good. Yeah, Ahmed, Renee has a point. If you're not going to speak, when you're not speaking, would you please mute your microphone? There seems to be a lot of background noise coming from your microphone. Thank you. We appreciate that. So tonight we're going to talk about sports traditions. What might that mean? I mean, everybody knows what sports are, and then we've talked about what's a tradition. What would be a sports tradition?
It's how the sports were established,
Okay.
and the rules that that control the sport you want to practice. I think that's traditions.
Okay. Can you think of any specific sport? Emmett, I'm going to ask you to please not mute me. As a teacher, I need to be able to speak, okay? Thank you. Can anyone think of...
You should kick him out.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I'm sorry, my friend, but... yeah. Okay. And... yeah. Okay, I think that's probably going to take care of that. Okay. I'm sorry I had to do that. Okay. So, let's go back to sports traditions. Can anybody think of a sports tradition? Think of when you go to sports events. Is there something that always happens there that you could say is a sports tradition?
Maybe when you go to a stadium to see a soccer match, people always make the traditional. I don't know how to say in English, but I know it's the wave. It's a wave, you know. Everybody, put your hands up.
Mexican wave.
Like what's down like that?
Yes, yes.
Yes, that would definitely be a sports tradition. Can anyone think of other ones? That's a great example, Andres.
So some to wear the yellow jersey in the French tour.
Oh, very good. In the French Tour de France, they wear the yellow jersey. The leader wears the yellow jersey. That is a tradition, yes. Very good. Any others?
Close your ears when you are on Sharapova tennis game.
Do what?
But something close your ears, just not to hear Sharapova when she is playing tennis. Because she is.
Because she shouts a lot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This must be a tradition in tennis.
Yeah, maybe it will be soon, right? Okay. Another tradition would be Andres talked about sports in soccer matches. People do the wave. What about when they have chants? They shout things for the teams together. Those could be considered a tradition also. Well, I'd like to invite you to open up this document that I put into the Verbling chat. This is a document that we're going to take a look at, and it'll give us opportunities to read and also opportunities to discuss. Now, some of these traditions, a lot of them actually have to do with hockey. I think the author of this really liked hockey, but there are some other ones too. And so we'll be able to read, and I'm sure we'll learn a lot of new words from them, and then also discuss the pictures that we're going to see. Okay? Why don't we start with the introduction on slide number 2. And we have 3 paragraphs, so we could have we have 3 readers. I just want to give a message really quick to our friend Mido and Verbling chat. You just have to wait, and above where you're chatting, there's a green button that will appear when there's an open spot, and it'll say join class. Just click on that. But until then, you're welcome to continue joining us in the Verbling chat, and I'll try to keep an eye out for your comments. Okay? Very good. Who would like to read? Who would like to read in this first introduction? Could we have Mido? Could we have you read paragraph number 1? Rene, paragraph number 2, and Mine, paragraph number 3, please.
Okay, let me start.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sports are fun to play, but they are also just as fun to watch thanks to a rich history of crazy fans and sport-specific or even team-specific traditions that have spanned across the decades. So while we fans aren't scoring the game-winning goal, we still get heavily involved in the sport and in our teams through a number of ways.
Excellent. Before we read the next section, what does the word "spanned" mean?
Like a bridge? A bridge.
Okay. Very good. A bridge can span an area.
Yes.
So here, if it says something spans decades, it means it goes across a decade, right? Very good. What about it says heavily? If you are heavily involved.
So
Involved. Very good. Very good, Khadisha. Very good. Okay. Let's continue reading paragraph 2 then. Renee, I think it's your turn.
Paragraph number 2.
Paragraph number 2, yes, sir.
Beginning on.
Where it says below are just.
Okay. Below are just 10 of the many traditions that have defined the sport of watching sports. By no means is this a comprehensive list. It was hard enough just narrowing down the list to 10, even when I limited myself to only professional sports. So feel free to include any traditions, rituals, and/or superstitions you want to share in the comments.
Excellent. In this paragraph? What does the word comprehensive mean?
Understanding.
That would be to comprehend, not comprehensive.
Understandable could be.
Maybe it says, by no means is this a comprehensive means complete.
It's all right, complete, yes.
Complete. So it says, by no means is this a complete list. It's just a partial list. Okay. Let's continue with the third paragraph. Mini, I think it's your turn.
The abbreviations in the list are as follows: NHL, National Hockey League; NFL, National Football League, American Football; MLB, Major League Baseball; and NPR, National Basketball Association; FIFA, International Federation of Associated Football.
Very good. So in this reading, we will see these abbreviations, and we need to know that that's what they're talking about. Okay. These are professional sports leagues in the United States, with the exception of FIFA, which is an international league. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at number 3. What do you see there?
Hockey stadium.
It's a hockey stadium, right? And this is actually this is a stadium in Canada. This team is called the Calgary Flames. Okay, and we're going to read about a tradition that is called the Sea of Red. Okay, this is a play on words because you could also say it sounds like this: Sea of Red, like an ocean, right? But they're saying the letter C of red. Okay. Now, their tradition was to have everybody dress in the color of their team. And they said, we want in the stands to form a sea of red. So let's go to slide number 4 and read about that. I think we could have 2 readers. The first one maybe read paragraphs 1 and 2. Andres, would you like to read paragraphs 1 and 2?
Sure.
And then Elizabeth, paragraph number 3, where it says in response. Let's go ahead, okay?
The best way to show support for your favorite team is to proudly wear team colors. Greater solidarity comes from teams of thousands of your fellow sports fanatics, all wearing the same color. Its beginnings may have come from the NHL's Calgary Flames during the 1986 Stanley Cup Finals. The Edmonton Oilers fans were in the midst of hat-trick fever as they tried to win their third consecutive championship.
Very good. What does the word solidarity mean?
Maybe to show support, maybe.
To show support. That's a great guess. Anyone else have a guess on the word solidarity?
Like agreement?
It is related to agreeing. If you show solidarity, you are showing unity or being united. Okay? That's very good. And another word that I think is important here is consecutive.
Consecutive.
Consecutive. So here it said, as they tried to win their third consecutive championship.
It's consecutive. It's like the sequential things, one to another. It's coming together.
Yes. Or another way to say it in English is like in a row. So,
In a row, yes.
for example, I taught the last class, and then I taught this class also. So you could say I taught 2 consecutive classes, one following the other. Okay? That's consecutive. All right. Elizabeth, are you ready to read?
Yes, teacher. In response to have fever, Calgary promotes Tea of Reed to encourage their fans to come present in entire Reds. During this year's first round playoffs, Calgary opponent responded with the Winnipeg Whiteout. Now it is extremely popular in youth university like Penn State Code Blue and Virginia Tech Orange Maroon Epic.
Very good. Do you guys have any questions on that vocabulary? That team has a winning streak. Is that a question for me, Renee?
No, it's a expression. It's a sentence. In order to express something of a consecutive.
Very good. Yes, you're right. It's you can say a streak tells that they have many results in a row. That's right. Very good. So does anyone have any questions about any vocabulary there? What this tradition they're talking about is many times the team will ask, they'll advertise, and they'll say, if you're coming to the game, wear, and they say a color. And so all of the fans know, hey, all these people are going for the same team, and they wear the team colors. And that means that's a tradition. Okay? Let's go ahead and go to slide number 5. Who could describe to me what you see there?
Vuvuzela.
Uh-huh.
It's an African tradition.
It is. Where where did that become famous?
This is this.
Man, I'm glad you're here. Man, you seem to have a lot of static in your microphone. Maybe could you check your connection?
Vuvuzela became popular in World Cup 2010.
Very right. Very, very true. Okay.
And it's noisy.
It is noisy.
Yes, it's very noisy, but it's still a tradition.
It is. It's a great tradition, isn't it? Now, some people did not understand the tradition and they didn't like it. What are your opinions on this? Did you like the Vuvuzela or did you not like the Vuvuzela?
For me, I like Vuvuzela because the stadium shouldn't be quiet. It should be noisy, so it add some excitement to the event.
Okay, so you think it brings excitement. Very good. Anyone else have an opinion? Oh, go ahead.
That's it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt.
I don't like it actually when the match is boring, so we have to focus on that song. It's very noisy.
Yeah, it does. Has anyone have you guys ever had a vuvuzela? Have you ever blown into one?
Yes, I had one.
Anyone else? Okay. I can tell you, I had one. You know, I'm a soccer coach. I coach a team of young men who are about 17 or 18 years old.
Great.
And that's pretty good.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. But some fans wanted to have vuvuzelas at our games, and our league said, no, it's illegal. You can't have it. So I was sad about that.
Wow.
There's my wife with him. Thank you. She scared me. Oh, wow. That scared me. I had no idea she was there. Okay. All right, let's go to slide number 6, and let's read about these vuvuzelas, okay? Wow. Let's see here. Khadija, would you like to read?
Yes, of course.
Okay, you can read the first paragraph, and then we'll let Hector read the second. And Man, if your microphone's fixed, we'll let you read the third paragraph, okay?
This is a fairly recent fixture in the FIFA since even though the Vuvuzela has been popular in South African games since the 1990s. The Vuvuzela is a simply blow horn originally made of tin but mass-produced in plastic for games.
Very good. I have one comment. When you're saying years in English, what we want to do is break it down to 2 separate parts. So you would say 1990s.
Yes,
Okay.
1990. Yeah, okay.
Very good. Okay. Let's go on to the next paragraph then.
Blowing through the mouth as you would a trumpet, the vuvuzela emits a loud, monotone note similar to elephant trumpet. It cleared up some controversy because there were many who were trying to have them banned from the 2010 World Cup.
Very good. What does the word controversy mean? Does anybody know that word controversy?
Like adopt?
To adopt?
Not adopt, adopt or adopt.
Controversy.
Something is controversial when it's polemic.
What was that, Renee?
Controversy is like polemic. Something is controversial when it's polemic. When it is
Conflict.
it is not in a common opinion.
Very good. Okay. If there's you're right. If there's a conflict, or if there's some type of an argument about something, one might say this is controversial. Okay. So they were saying that the vuvuzela was controversial. Another word that may be new to you is emits. E-M-I-T-S. Emits. If we say something emits a loud note, what are we saying?
Delete. Delete loud noise.
It's something emits. It comes out of it. Okay? It plays a loud
Like
noise.
omit.
No, now to omit, O-M-I-T, is to delete. To emit something
Yes.
is it comes out. Okay?
Radiate.
Yeah, I like to radiate something. Very good. Okay? Excellent. The next one. The next paragraph. Did man get his microphone fixed? Okay, maybe not. We're just gonna go on. Hector, would you mind reading for us there?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The complaints range from too loud to not fit for a sports arena. The Vuvuzela sporters say that it doesn't detract from the game any more than anything else that fans have with them, and that it is a strong part of the South African culture.
Okay. Very good. So there we have it. Vuvuzela, a sports tradition. Very good. Let's see here. I don't know that we're going to get to all of them, so I want to look at a couple. Let's go to number 11. Go to slide 11 and tell me what you see there. What kind of a sports tradition could people be talking about with this picture? Do you have any ideas?
Oh, yeah, lumber hockey player.
A long beard?
Beard.
Beard, yes. Okay, any other ideas?
Yeah, it seems he is hockey player.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I don't know who is he.
Yeah, he is a hockey player. I don't know him either, to tell you the truth. But he is a professional hockey player. And Renee, you're right. His tradition is to grow a beard. Okay? And he grows that beard. He won't shave it off. He won't shave it off. There's actually a man that plays professional basketball in the United States, and he beard until my team wins the championship. And it got real big. Like, it was like this. And then his team made it to the championship, and they lost. So he's still wearing it. I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Harden, like that. I typed it in there. Let me look and see if I can find a picture of him. Oh, what is his name? Harden. I'm trying to remember. But his beard is so long now. And I think it must be very uncomfortable because it gets so long.
James Harden.
James, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, if you look yeah, if you look at a picture of James Harden, you're going to see a beard. Let's see here. Well, yeah, just Google James Harden and you'll see pictures of him. Okay. His beard is very, very long. Okay. Let's read about this hockey player, though. This is not James Harden, but we've got a hockey player here who started a tradition. Elizabeth, do you want to read our first paragraph? And how about a volunteer for our second paragraph? Anybody want to volunteer?
Me? Me.
Was that Khadijah?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go Elizabeth and Khadijah, okay?
This popular hockey tradition may have gotten its inspiration from the sport of cricket. In cricket, no?
We're on slide number 12.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Do you have it, Elizabeth?
Yes, teacher. When one, I read.
Yeah, we're on this is a tradition that started.
No. This popular.
We're on slide number 12.
Wait, sorry. This is a tradition that started with the NL New York Slander from 1918 to 1983. The team won the championships and Litten Lord Stanley Cup high above their whisker face. Since then, many teams, and their fans have put away the
Razor blade
for the duration of their playoff run.
Very good, thank you. Let's talk about a couple words there. I'm not sure if everybody knows the word whiskers. Whiskers.
Whiskers.
Do you know what whiskers are?
No.
Okay, when somebody grows a beard on their face, they have whiskers. Whiskers are the small hairs that come out and make a beard. Okay, so here they changed that into an adjective to say
like Elvis, you know,
whiskered faces, or their faces that had whiskers on them. Okay, it's kind of a cool word. I like that word, whiskers. Whiskers. Okay, and then what is a razor blade?
You cut your beard.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what you shave with, what you cut your beard with. Excellent. Okay, let's go on, Khadijah. Go ahead and read the next one, please.
Please correct my spellings.
Okay, your pronunciation, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm afraid. Yes.
Okay.
In addition to discussing team strategies and playoff series, fans also get into the debates over which players can grow the best. Worse are the most non-existent playoff bird. Many teams will also sponsor breed-a-thons in which players bird-a-thons in which players and fans grow a playoff beard to fundraise money for various charities.
Charities, very good.
Charities.
Go ahead and just finish that off for us.
The playoff beard tradition is strongest within hockey, but it has found its way into other sports through players like the NFL's Jake Plummer and tennis pro Bjorn Borg.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Are there any words there you're not sure if you'd like me to explain?
Yes. I just lost it. To fundraise.
Oh, fundraise?
Fundraise, yes.
Okay.
Fundraise money.
Do you know what funds are?
No.
Funds can be another word for money. I might say, hey, I need more funds to pay my bill, okay? And so, and the verb raise means to generate or create. And so you put those together. When somebody goes to fundraise, that means they are earning money, usually
Stocking
for
money.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, they're trying to earn money, and a lot of times they do fundraisers for a cause, you know, like a charity or something. Let's say I'm doing a fundraiser to help the man whose child is sick or something like that. Okay.
Okay.
Any other words you guys want me to talk about before we look at another slide?
Uh,
What about the word non-existent?
Not available? Available.
What does the word exist mean?
Available.
Not necessarily available. What if I said, do you think extraterrestrials exist? What am I asking you?
If we can hear, we can find aliens.
Right, right. It's like if they're real, okay? If they really are there.
Non-existent
It's non means not to. So if something is non-existent, that means it does not exist. It is not real, okay? So those are some words there. Let's take a look. I like picture number 13. Let's go to picture number 13. That's a nice one.
Basketball.
Yeah, it is basketball. Does anybody know who the man in front is?
Michael
No,
Jordan?
actually.
Yeah, Andres, you're right. Michael Jordan.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, well, I didn't know. Michael Jordan, that guy.
Michael Jordan.
Oh man, he is so good.
Yeah, maybe the guy behind Michael Jordan is trying to distract him.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, he's doing more than distracting. He's what's called a heckler. A heckler, and it's like that. How do I describe a heckler? Hecklers are people who just try to be annoying and try to distract and try to break your concentration. Okay? So at sporting events, you know, he's probably there yelling like, "Hey, Michael Jordan," you know, well, I don't know what he's saying. But that's what a heckler is. Right?
That usually happens in the professional basketball thing, when someone is going to do a shooting, going to try to make a point, right? I don't know what the word.
Make a basket. To make a basket.
Make a basket, yes. When someone's on the opposite team make a fault, yeah, then you have to make a basket, something like a 3-point, something like that.
Yeah, it's a free throw. It's called.
It's a free throw.
Right.
Yeah.
A free throw. Yeah, and there's everybody's behind, and they're like, hey, and they'll have signs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
can
guys
be-
are hecklers too.
You can be heckler with Vuvuzela.
Yeah, you could be a great heckler with a vuvuzela. Yeah, you'd be like, that'd be great. Okay, well let's read about, actually, this one guy in this picture, he was very, very famous. He was so famous that his team recognized him. He was like the official heckler, and he would always sit right behind the other team's benches so that he could distract them. That was like, it was like his job, was to be a heckler. Okay? So let's take a look at this guy. Now this is a really long reading. We can probably divide it into 2 parts. Do I have some volunteers who would like to read?
Yeah,
Me.
I would like to read.
Okay, I'll tell you what, let's go. Renee, will you read to where it said Washington Wizards? And then I saw Andres, you will start where it says for 12 years.
Okay.
To the end of that paragraph. And then I think it was Khadijah, or no, who was asking again? Was it Khadijah?
Yes, yes, me.
You can
Yes.
read the last paragraph. Okay? That way
Okay.
all okay, that way all three of you can read. So Renee, why don't you start us off, okay?
All right, Nate, please correct my pronunciation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Heckling is one of the least favorable traditions in pro sports fandom, but jeers and taunts are as common as games as the cheers and applause. No one has a heckling career as quite as prestigious as that of Robin Ficker, an ardent fan of the former Washington Bullets, now known as the
Bullets. Washington Bullets.
now known as the NBS Washington Wizards.
Very good. Thank you. Very good. Andres, your turn.
Okay. For 12 years, Robin Thicke held season tickets to Washington Bullets games that were directly behind the visiting team's bench. He would taunt players through his megaphone. He made fun of coaches' outfits.
Very good. Thank you. And Khadijah.
He's had some supporters over the years, including basketball player Charles Barkley, who had flown him to
Phoenix.
Phoenix when his team Phoenix
Yeah.
to Phoenix when his team was in the final against the Chicago Bulls. In 1997, the former Bulls moved to the MCI Center and Fiker.
Ficker. Are you there, Khadijah? I'm not hearing you. Did everybody else lose Khadijah
to
too?
attending.
Oh, there you are. Sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I
Attending
just
Heckling
There you go.
University of Maryland.
Very good. Thank you. I'm sorry you cut out. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Okay. So, so this guy, Charles Barkley, is a very famous basketball player, and he's actually a TV announcer now. But he became so. This guy, Mr. Ficker, was such a good heckler that Charles Barkley, when he was playing, he would pay for the man to travel, so he'd be behind the bench to distract them. So he was really a good heckler. When you go to sports events, do you cheer for your team, or are you a heckler against the other team?
Both of them.
Which do you do more, Renee?
No, both of them. For example, when I go to watch a baseball game, it's usually you may say hit home run. Then, but when when it's the opposite turn, the opposite team turn, then you may say strike, or you may be like a heckler and screaming many things to the other. That's common here in Venezuela.
Okay, all right. Anybody else like to go to sporting events and either cheer or be a heckler?
I think heckling does not work with professional and very good sportsmen.
Okay,
because I attended many basketballs and many basketballs matches, and we try heckling some player. So
come on, you got it. Now tell us the story. What did you do?
We shout to him, and somebody say, "Hey, look at me," and you know.
Okay.
But the more we heckle to him, the more he scored the free throws. So we stopped heckling him, and
yeah, you know, if somebody's a
because he
professional,
was such a professional and a good player, but with amateur players, heckling would do that.
Yes, you're right. I told you I coach young men. Oh man, hecklers really get to young kids. They lose their concentration and they start worrying about what people are saying, and I'm always saying, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Don't. But it's terrible.
How can you what's her name for that person who sent a pet of a team?
So can you say that again?
How do you name that person who is representing the pets? For example, the pet of a team. I don't know how to explain.
Oh, like the mascot of the team?
The mascot, right? Is the mascot of the team?
Yeah, the mascot. So like they dress up in a big suit or something like that. Yeah, that's called the mascot.
They sometimes they used to be heckler too.
Yeah, and sometimes they're really good hecklers because they can do funny things and it makes the crowd get excited and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's create noise in the friction in the fans. Right? It gets too noisy when they're just making some jokes.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of fun to be a mascot because when you have the thing on, nobody knows who you are. You can like run around or do whatever you want. Nobody knows.
But they are so rude,
Can you say that again, Andres?
They are kind of rude, between mascots.
Yes, some are rude. Some of them are, yeah. I think
you start to fight in the middle of the match,
Yeah. Those are definitely all parts of sports traditions, that's for sure. Before we run out of time, I want to make that you didn't understand. Anything you'd like me to explain? One real common word that was in here. It said the guy made fun of coaches' outfits. Do you know what an outfit means in that situation? An outfit means their clothes. Okay? So an outfit is somebody's clothes. Alright. Well, my friends.
Sorry, but can you evaluate our speaking skill or?
Yeah, I'll evaluate.
Just from 1 to 10 to everyone in a quick.
Sure, I'll tell you what. I'll evaluate the people who want. I would say your speaking. I would give you for an English learner. I would give you like a 7.5 or an 8 probably. I think you do very well. I'd encourage you to keep practicing. Yeah, I would keep practicing, but you definitely have a lot of skill.
I just have difficulty to express some ideas, so this practice may do that.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea to keep practicing always. You're right, but you have a great start. Would anyone else like some background?
Me, please.
Okay. Andres, to tell you the truth, I didn't hear you speak a lot, but from what I did hear, I would think that you were about maybe a 6. Okay? But I would encourage you to speak more when you join classes. You have a fantastic foundation, and the more you speak, you'll gain more practice, okay? Okay. Well, my friends, my time has passed, and I need to turn this off so the other teachers can continue. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
I hope
teacher.
to see you
You
later
are
in other
such a nice,
classes.
you are such a nice person.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's nice to meet you.